OMG. My name is like Donald Trump, and I'm like the hottest, most important, loved girl in the entire skull. Yeah, right? And there's this girl, Elon Musk, and she really thinks that she can move to this skull from whatever crap hole she came from, and she thinks that she can be hotter than me and steal the football players, and she thinks she's better than me. That's impossible. She's ugly. She's loser. I heard that she gets around with a lot of guys. OMG, Elon, loser.
So apparently we have more teen girl drama going on between Donald J. Trump, the man I voted for. Yes, I did. And the man that I did not vote for, Elon Musk, a man who I have criticized many times as a scammer, a grifter, a scumbag, and a fraud. What's the drama about? Well, apparently, Elon Musk is once again crashing out. He's losing his mind. Whatever brains he has left from all the substances that he consumes. Elon has absolutely lost his mind about government debt, which is ironic because, as we all know, everything Elon does is subsidized by the government. Tesla, SpaceX, everything. Elon has his money in the federal cookie jar, but for some reason, he really, really dislikes when the government spends more than it collects in tax revenue, even though it's been doing it for a long time, and it probably can continue to do so for a very long time. Elon Musk is concerned about the budget, and Trump doesn't like that because Trump wants his big, beautiful bill to pass through, and I do, at least temporarily, because I get tax cuts. So let's see what the drama's all about. Let's go look at Elon Musk, see what he's posting on X, and then let's go look at Trump's vicious clapback, because Trump literally bent over Elon Musk and clapped his cheeks. And in my humble opinion, in my unimportant opinion, which is always right, by the way, I believe that Trump has all the leverage and all the power, and Elon Musk is a scrub next to Donald Trump. So let's go check out Elon Musk's X account. This is the owner of X. This is the richest man in the world, okay? Let me make sure my volume's turned on. I always mute my volume because I don't want people freaking out in my neighborhood. So, this is Elon Musk's X, and he's got this post here. History shows that the government will spend whatever the tax system will yield, plus as much more as it can get away with, and now government is too big. I remember, like, over 15 years ago, like, I was just, starting to get interested in finances and government policy. And I remember watching the news, and the news would always talk about the government debt, deficits. Oh my God, the federal government's spending into oblivion. And back then, we were embroiled in two wars. We were in Afghanistan and Iraq. We had the whole global war on terror. And then in 2008, we had the great financial crisis, which collapsed the global economy and required the federal government to deficit spend. So we had this toxic combination of the Bush tax cuts, global financial crisis caused by America, of course, and then two massive wars. And all of those put together really started to vertical line the government debt as a percentage of GDP. And we've gotten to the point now, especially after the pandemic, where our debt to GDP is at the same level as it was at the conclusion of World War II, which, if you don't remember, was a massive war where we defeated three, but really two large, powerful, super right-wing empires, Germany and Japan, and I guess you could throw in Italy there. That's a pretty significant amount of debt. But it seems like it doesn't seem to matter. Like the market seems unconcerned. We had a brief surge in treasury yields, right? Treasury yields went up because of the tariffs, and now they seem to have come back down, and they're not that crazy. Government interest is over $1 trillion, but once the Fed cuts rates, which Trump is really pressuring them to do, government interest as a percentage of GDP will probably eventually start to decrease, okay? So I don't see like an imminent budget crisis. Maybe anything's possible, and in the long run, I think we will. At some point, I don't know, maybe 1,000 years from now. But in the short term, I don't think we're at imminent risk of going insane. But of course, Elon Musk is freaking out about this now. Okay, for some reason, he's attacking the big, beautiful bill with the man that he elected. But funny enough, the big, beautiful bill also gets rid of tax credits for EVs. I wonder if that's part of Elon Musk's motivation. Let's see what old Milty Boy has to say here. Oops. Sorry.
History shows definitely that the government will spend whatever the tax system will yield, plus as much more as it can get away with. And now government is too big. Its programs aren't working. It's doing far more harm than good. We don't need any additional government programs.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he's dead. Milton Friedman. I'm pretty sure he's dead. I bet you this video is probably 20 or 30 years old. So back then, he was saying the government was too big, and it was Elon's job, as a matter of fact, to reduce the government spending, and he failed. So it's actually Elon's failure, because Doge was supposed to offset. We were supposed to have Doge cuts to reduce expenses. We were supposed to raise revenue with tariffs, and that was supposed to basically counteract the big, beautiful bill. Well, we do have tariffs. We're making some revenue from that, so that's partially successful. Doge was a complete and utter failure, which was led by Elon Musk. I feel like the deficit might be Elon Musk's fault for failing to cut all the expenses that he promised. $2 trillion, right? Good job, Elon. Okay, and then here he is retweeting Senator Rand Paul, the budget hawk. This guy's been talking about the budget forever. Okay, I remember this. I'm 35. I'm not that old, but I remember a lot mid-decades ago, people talking about the budget. Throughout the votorama, I was working all night to stop Congress from adding to our debt. The debt is always going to go up, okay? The ideal way to do it is to grow GDP faster than the debt. That's the ideal way, okay? The debt is always going to go up in nominal terms. We have inflation. Everything goes up in nominal terms, nominal terms, except for international stocks, okay? The debt will always go up. It's the percentage of GDP is what's important. I met with the Vice President, Vance, and I reiterated my offer to vote for the bill if it included a 90% reduction in the debt ceiling. That's never going to happen. The debt ceiling is never going to go. I mean, it should go away because all they do is just a bargaining chip for each party to kind of get what they want before we default, which we never will, because that would be catastrophic. No earmarks. Oh yeah, there's gonna be no earmarks. Totally. No handouts. Oh yeah, there's not gonna be any handouts, bro. They're gonna all go away. The government is undefeatable. We've learned this with Doge. You cannot defeat the grift. Just real fiscal reform. Not gonna happen. I wasn't looking for favors. I wasn't horse trading. I was fighting for the American people and against our out of control debt. Bottom line, I offered my vote for fiscal sanity. Not gonna happen. Congress chose to sell out taxpayers instead, future taxpayers, and the government has many options. We could just inflate it away or grow GDP. There's 1,000 ways to tackle this. We're not at imminent crisis levels. Look at Japan. They have much higher debt to GDP, and they have worse demographics. It's not the end of the world. Long run, I think it is a problem. We're living on borrowed time. I agree with that sentiment, but America's privileged in the short term. And I don't think we're imminently going to have a problem. If we were about to imminently have a problem, you'd see Treasury yields vertical lining. Okay? The bill is going to pass. It's going to happen. And we're probably going to bust the budget that we're predicting. We're probably going to spend more than we're even saying we're going to spend now. That's how government works. You cannot defeat the government. It's too powerful. There's too many interests, including Elon's. Once the bill is released, we will know what the true price was. Yeah. I am predicting right now that in the next 10 years, we're going to look back and say, yeah, we spent more than we expected. Shocker. So now Elon Musk wants to form his own political party. You know what's going to happen if he forms his own party? It's going to siphon votes away from the Republicans. That's what's going to happen. Okay, that's stupid. You do not want to form, you have two parties. That's it. That's how America works. Winner take all system. If you have a third party, it's going to siphon all the votes away. You don't want it. Even if you don't like the Republicans or the Democrats, if you lean towards the Republicans, you don't want to screw the Republicans over by siphoning away their voting base. So no, we're not creating a new party, the America Party. And I definitely don't want Elon Musk in charge of the America Party. One of the biggest grifter scammer clowns in the world. No thanks. So what is this, like a Kalshi? This is a degenerate gambling thing. So apparently he's going to make a America Party. I'm totally voting for them. Okay, let's keep reading. And later on, we're going to see Trump's response, which is of course hilarious because Trump knows he's the daddy. Trump is daddy. Elon Musk is a little boy, just a little boy. Wow. All right. He had some other. Okay, so here we got Mario Noifwal. So apparently, we didn't know that the government spent more than it collected in tax revenue. He said, mind-blowing federal budget breakdown, 6.16 trillion spending versus 4.47 trillion revenue. I mean, yeah, I think it's stupid. I think we're spending more than we should, but as long as they can keep doing it, they're going to do it. The government's fiscal 2023 numbers reveal massive deficit spending that would make any sane business owner cringe. Now, government fiscal years are not calendar years. The government fiscal year begins October 1st and it ends September 30th because why not? That's the government's fiscal year. So when you see 2023, it's not the 2023 calendar year. I believe the fiscal year 2023 started in October 1st, 2022 and ended September 2023. I could be wrong, but I think that's the fiscal year. Social Security dominates spending while individual income taxes carry the revenue load. Yes, you know why Social Security dominates, and it always will? Because most of the voters are old people, the boomers and the silent generation, whoever's left. They're not going to ever get rid of Social Security, and Trump said he's not going to touch it. Social Security is not going away. It might be inflated away. You might get a smaller check than you expected, but sadly, we're stuck with it, okay? And it's going to get worse because the boomers are retiring. It's just what it is. So government programs, bro. The deficit gap is staggering. We're spending 1.69 trillion more than we bring in annually. Well, I think it's grown more than that. Interest payments on existing debt alone consume hundreds of billions that could fund actual programs. Well, like I said, the Federal Reserve has rates at like 4.25%, or that's like their target funds rate. And that has a ripple effect and affects government yields. And there's also the fact that the 10-year is not necessarily 100% linked to short-term debt. I mean, remember when the Fed cut rates and then the short-term or the 10-year went up? So, but a lot of the government's funding is short-term debt. So if the Fed eventually does cut rates, which is why Trump is hammering him to do it, I mean, maybe we'll have inflation. I don't know. I'm not an economist. But it will save the government interest if they can refinance and roll over their short-term debt into lower rates. So when you see interest is exploding, it's because rates are high right now. And a lot of it's in the Fed's court. Individual income taxes and payroll taxes shoulder most of the burden, while corporate taxes contribute relatively little. I like how Elon Musk retweeted that, okay? I personally think corporations should pay more. You know, corporations have been massive beneficiaries since 2008. Go look at the U.S. stock market, and then go look at real wages. I think corporations are doing just fine and could maybe pay a little bit higher tax rates, but whatever. You know what they could also do? You want to bolster Social Security, make the payroll contribution for the employer higher. Keep the payroll taxes for employees same, but raise it for corporations. They have a lot of profits. They're not doing bad, trust me. Meanwhile, Social Security, Defense, and Medicare devour the largest spending chunk. Yeah, it's not going to change, okay? If you're not going to try to cut those, it's never going to change. All right, then we have he's retweeting one of his fluffer, Mario, again. The $37 trillion time bomb. Take a look at the U.S. national debt from 1900 to 2020. Flat for nearly a century, and then boom, exponential since the 80s. Yes, and GDP has grown largely too. If you just look at the debt without any context, it makes it look like, oh my God. But GDP has also exploded too. Okay, so it's not as bad as this makes it seem. Now it's over 37 trillion. At some point, the curve has to flatten. If not by choice, then by crisis. It could go exponentially forever. What if GDP grows exponentially forever? Okay, it could be exponential. Because all debt gets paid either through inflation, taxes, or broken promises. Time for DC to stop spending like there's no tomorrow because tomorrow's looking expensive. Well, if you're worried about this, maybe consider global diversification. All right, so he's constantly retweeting over and over and over again. And it's funny because he benefits massively from the government. So let's read this. This is funny. This is a total lie. Elon never wanted an EV mandate or subsidies. Guys, Elon Musk never wanted subsidies. You don't want subsidies from the government, right? Who would want that? Of course he did, you freaking morons. Let's read this. Elon's opposition to the One Big Beautiful Bill has never been about its removal of EV tax credits or the EV mandate. I would hazard a guess that yes, it does. Because Tesla is actually struggling pretty freaking badly right now. Tesla's not doing good, okay? Tesla's having a very, very, very hard time. And when you take away the EV tax credit, that's less incentive for people to buy electric vehicles. Yeah. Okay, that's probably going to hurt Tesla's sales even more. It's simply about his passionate opposition to rising government debt, which he failed to fix by not cutting expenses with Doge. He knew at the time he endorsed Trump that the mandates would be going, and he said repeatedly in the past that the EV subsidy should end. He's bluffing. Why would you want to, if the government's subsidizing, you go right, everybody's going to take. Everybody loves free money. Nobody turns down free money, okay? You'd be a madman to turn down free money. If you eliminated all EV incentives tomorrow, Tesla's competitive position would improve significantly. Your sales are collapsing. You're getting clapped by other car companies. And you're competing with gas, internal combustion engines. It's not going to help Tesla. People are going to consider other alternatives. Because now your cars are much more expensive because they're not government subsidized anymore. Of course it's going to hurt Tesla. I'll say it again. If you eliminated all the EV tax credits, Tesla's position would improve immediately. That doesn't make sense. Think about it logically. Just think of it. Just use your brain. God. All right. So let's hear the liar lie.
I'll say Tesla's good. In EV incentives tomorrow, Tesla's competitive position would improve significantly. I'll say that again. If you eliminated all tax credits, EV tax credits, Tesla's position would improve immediately. But if you eliminated all,
yeah, I get it, Elon. Maybe you're just so smart that I can't understand. Oh my God! So of course, Daddy Trump, he's getting triggered by all these freaking posts. Wait, did he? Okay, so apparently he donated to Thomas Massey. So I don't know much about this guy. I heard that he criticizes Trump a lot. And then now Elon Musk is donating to a guy that is pissing off Trump. So good job, okay? Well, let's see what Daddy has to say about it. Let's see what Big Daddy Gotis has to say. Here's what Trump said on a Truth Social post. Elon Musk knew long before he so strongly endorsed me for the president. Yeah, because Elon paid $250 million for the election, and then his stock went vertical after the election was over. Yeah, he benefited. That I was strongly against the EV mandate. Yeah, everybody knew it. It is ridiculous and was always a major part of my campaign. Electric cars are fine, but not everyone should be forced to own one. Thank you. I don't want an electric car. Elon may get more subsidy than any human being in history, by far, And without subsidies, Elon would probably have to close up shop and head back home to South Africa. Oh, I love Big Daddy. It's true. It's so true. Everything about Elon is fake. It's government supported and clown supported. All his stock valuations it's all nonsense. Everything's fake. Everything's BS with that man. No more rocket launches, satellites, or electric car production, and our country would save a fortune. Perhaps we should have Doge take a good, hard look at this. No, Elon, start the America Party. I'm sure you're going to take down the president of the United States. Trump is like, you can't defeat Trump. He's undefeatable. He overcame the most targeted smear campaign in human history, and he still won the election, and he won the popular vote. You cannot beat Donald Trump. Sorry. But, no. And then Elon says, I am literally saying cut it all now. Trump, please cut all this. Please cut every single dime that is going to Tesla. So if you look at Tesla stock, it's still at a $942 billion market cap. But I guess because of the drama, the stock has sold off 12% in the past 5 days. And it's down 12% on the month. So now Tesla's only at 300, which I guess is cheap now, right? You know, it's a $942 billion market cap for a company that's probably going to be unprofitable in the next couple of quarters. So I like Trump is going to win. He's going to win. Elon's going to bend the knee again. The big, beautiful bill will pass in some form. The government debt will explode no matter what. Elon Musk will bend the knee because he does rely on the subsidies. That's how he makes profits. That's how his companies have survived. The company wouldn't even be here without the government. Okay? So I highly support Trump cutting this freaking nonsense. So what do you guys think? Who's going to win? Is it going to be Big Daddy? Is it going to be Big Gotis? Or is it going to be Elon Musk? Is he going to pull ahead and get a victory? All right, we got a $2 donation from Drew. Just vote yes and never read the bill. Exactly. I mean, like, honestly, think about it. Think about it. You are not going to be able to read an entire 1,000 or 2,000 page freaking bill. There's no way that anybody could read that. I mean, I guess you could use ChatGPT to summarize it. Okay, but even that could miss something. Nobody reads the freaking bills. Nobody reads the bills. And people don't care, you know? Like, if nobody's reading it, why even bother? Just vote, bro. Just say yes. That's all that matters. Thank you, Drew. All right, let's do some member comments. Once again, I only respond to members because y'all are brokies. And we have a very upset member here. Stepsis my epsis. I canceled my Disney Hulu package to subscribe to your member videos. Well, Hulu's garbage, 100%. And Disney is communist propaganda and it's woke. So you should have canceled that anyway, okay? Even at one video in 11 days, it's more watchable than Disney. Exactly. Okay, don't worry. There's more member videos coming. I have been very busy. Okay, I just finished a tax return. I had somebody pay me last minute to do a tax return. I was on military orders. I have my kids a lot. Like it's hard to just constantly do videos. But I think going forward, I'm going to be very clear. I think, I'm just going to say it now. As a member, you will get at least 5 member videos per month. That's it. And if I can only do 5, I'm only doing 5. For $4.99 a month, that's $1 per member video. Okay? You get 4 videos a month. But you also get priority responses to comments on live streams. I don't respond to brokies. I only respond to people that are members. Okay? And you get priority response to comments in the bottom of videos. Okay, if you don't want to subscribe, I'm not going to starve, okay? I have a job. But yes, cancel Disney and Hulu. We need an Elon Trump slap boxing match. Wouldn't that be absolutely hilarious? Who would win, you think? I think Trump would win, personally. Trump is he's a big boy. Okay, I mean, they're both big dudes, but, you know, I got my cards in with Daddy. Arbor's in. So much for I love Tesla and the Doc Gothic MAGA phase. Elon K-word use has ruined his reputation. Well, Elon always has the backing of the clowns, okay? So, funny enough, what may happen, let's say we get rid of all the subsidies for Tesla. The stock might still go up 50% the next month because morons are just going to buy it no matter what. The stock is literally like a cryptocurrency. Like, there's no connection to fundamentals. It's all hype. It's all nonsense. So, you know what? Maybe they should get rid of the subsidies because it doesn't freaking matter. His stuttering is irritating you, I notice. So we're basically turning the car company into I like making fun of him. All right, we got Dan. Nice to see you back from Army summer camp. Ryu. They actually had the cadets there. And I wanted to laugh at them because I remember how annoying it was when I was there. Reporter, are you going to deport Elon Musk? Trump, we'll have to take a look. Might have to have Doge, put Doge on Elon. You know what Doge is? The monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Elon cosplaying being a hero, just like Strongman cosplayed being a grifter slayer and got destroyed by Meet Kevin instead of teaming up with them and being rich. Well, I was not cosplaying being a grifter slayer. I actually do legitimately think those people are disgusting. And did Kevin destroy me? No, he didn't destroy me. But I figured out, you know, after 5 years that nobody cares. Nobody cares. And if you want to be a grifter slayer, you basically already have to be a rich person. You have to be a multi-millionaire to be a grifter slayer. If you're just an average Joe, all you got to do is get sued one time and you get annihilated. You get wiped off the planet. And nobody will support you. Because in America, we worship grifters. Nobody would have my back. So I'm done. I need a break with it. Maybe I'll go back to it. I don't freaking know. But right now, I got goals in my life. And I really don't want to be sued by some moron. I mean, if they do, I'll fight it. But I don't want to be freaking sued. Okay? Amit played it smart and now became bigger than both you and Echoes. Dan even fluffed Amit as the new face of Fi. Look, Amit is a fraud. Okay? Amit is a scammer. Amit is a moron. He's a clown. If you pump garbage and you give the crowd exactly what it wants, yes, you will be successful. We know this, okay? You can be a big, disgusting piece of trash and literally only worry about money, and yes, you can become bigger. That's a fact. I've accepted that, okay? Just how it is. I don't think he played it smarter. I just think the guy has no moral foundation whatsoever. I think he's a monster. He's evil. What these people do is pure evil. It's a fact. They get financially rewarded for it because people are stupid, but what these people are doing is not good. It is evil. It is disgusting. But if you're like psychopathic and you only care about money, yeah, you can become famous. That's how you get rich, because you don't care who you hurt. It applies to corporations. Let's say you want to move up in a corporation. You can stab everybody in the back and just be Machiavellian and ruin people's lives so you can get promoted. It works in corporations and it works in business. It works everywhere. Okay? But if you have like some more morality, it's hard to do what these people do. It's hard for me to be a grifter. Okay, I mean, I've like joked around a little bit. It's really hard for me to do it. I can't do it. I just can't be a scammer because it just makes me feel like a scumbag. Elon has become a huge disappointment and clown. He always was. I hope he's been cloned to justify this clendo. Please don't clone Elon. Please, God, spare us. Being unprofitable is in is in bullish. Well, profits don't matter. They haven't mattered in a long time. Oh, we got a super chat. I'm printing tendies today. Without subsidy, capitalism is at risk. Well, no, capitalism is not at risk. We don't have capitalism in the United States. We have corporatism. Basically, corporations have the government bought and paid for. You pay the government, you help elect a politician, and he hooks you up. Maybe he ignores, like, let's say you're a plant and you're dumping chemicals in water and people are getting cancer. Just pay the politician, bruh. Elect your guy, and he'll just turn a blind eye to it, and your profits go up, you know? But I think that's pushing capitalism too far. There should be checks and balances, okay? That's socialism, bro. We need LaFufu capitalism. Didn't that clown Amit pump a stock? Well, Amit, I mean, he's a clever grifter. He just follows the crowd. You can go look at his oldest videos, and he wasn't getting any views. And then he made a video about Palantir, and he got 5,000 views or something. And then he only started talking about Palantir. It's obvious what the guy did. Okay? He found something that people wanted to see. He didn't care. He just wanted the money and the fame. And it worked. And you also got to shill for rich people. I mean, I could shill. I could shill penny stocks. You don't think I could make decent money shilling penny stocks? Oh, yeah, I could. I could make thousands of dollars of sponsorship shilling penny stocks. And I'd be balling. Maybe I'd get a bigger house and a nicer car. And everybody would love me and say I'm rich and amazing. But that's disgusting, okay? Maybe I should shill penny stocks. I would make a lot of money. I see, like, smaller channels that don't get a lot of views. They'll say, oh, I made $750 on this sponsorship. They talk about these stupid stocks. I should talk about these same stocks. I probably command like 4x the rates that they do, or 5x. I can make thousands per video. I can interview the CEO. Oh, yes, your company's so amazing. Oh, and they have like negative 5,000% margins. SEC. Oh, the SEC ain't coming. The SEC ain't coming. Here's Damien. I just got here. What did I miss? Can you start from the beginning? No, but you can. Is bullish. Amit has winning picks. Others don't. I can't be mad at that. Explain yourself, Dan. Uh-oh. Look, Gil, we need to have a debate. Let's go. Me and you, and then you and Dan on my channel, of course, because I want the money. I'm 10% grifter, okay? Of course I'm going to grift. But, you know, if you go on Dan's channel and you debate him, I'll watch it. I think it'll be funny. But you guys are open to debate on my channel too. This is why Dan won't debate me. Gil, let's go. Email me. Dan will do it, I think. Why did Jay Nagy quit YouTube? You got any scoop for us? Miss him, real rabble with him. And, well, I don't know. I mean, he's probably just taking a break. I mean, I texted him. I've talked to him very recently. He's still alive. Debate strongman, Gil. You a chicken crap boy. Let's go, Gil. Let's go, boyo. You buy the right to use regulations to restrict your competitors. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you have no scruples, you can definitely win. Dan, don't run away from the statement you made, brother. Laughing. With penny stocks, you could be the next Steven Meat Beater. That's a pretty good nickname. Steven Van, he's called the Bond King. That's his like claim to fame, and his portfolio. I remember I was looking at his portfolio or like what he does, and he claimed that his portfolio outperformed, but he back tested the portfolio before he even launched it. So if I wanted to do the same thing, I would find a portfolio that beat the S&P 500. I'd be like, TQQQ, a trademark strongman. And then I'd say, oh, look, see, my method beats the S&P because if you back tested, it beat the S&P. That's basically what he did. It's like Steven Van Meter. My man, dude, that guy made a fortune off penny stock sponsorships. Like $20K a video, dude. God, that's so much. Like, whew. Daddy could make a lot of money. Daddy could make a lot of money. But no, I'd feel if I got pissed enough, I would do it. But that would be like pure evil strongman. I'm like 20% evil right now. If I was 80% evil, I would start doing penny stock sponsorships. Gil, you ever wake up and think today is the day I'm nice people don't attack everyone inside? Long Dong, what's up, pay pigs? I know it's been a while. My internet was crappy at the hotel. Hopefully it's better here. Shaw, man, do you feel attacked by me, brother? Yes, I'm going to cry tonight, okay? But you know what would make me feel better is if you debated me, okay? We got to debate, bruh. Shill crypto so you're protected. Yeah, you used to get in trouble for shilling crypto. Now you get protected. Now you're like a golden boy if you shill cryptocurrency. Who have I attacked today, Jam? I just quoted you. Dan says he feels attacked. Gil says he's sensitive. Get Dylan, Dan. I want it. I apologize for attacking you, Dan, my brother. Let's make some. Oh, that's nice. I'll have to cash a reap. Dan can't handle debate. He's an angry man. Oh, we got Damien joining in on the hate. Dan is upset I quoted him and doesn't want to be held accountable for his statement he made on live. And that Bong King guy, Steven, is a legit. Oh, dude, that guy. So he got divorced, right? So I guess he, lost a lot of money. So I guess if you get divorced, that's just an excuse to like just massive cash grabs. Just like, give me money. I don't care who it is or what I'm shilling. Give me money. See, I get crap if I don't post enough member videos. I'm a grifter or whatever. Oh my God. But this guy takes 20 grand. Everybody fluffs him. Oh, penny stock. Whoa. Okay, this isn't a member. Tanner and what? Oh, did SoFi go up again for a little bit? Oh, okay. It's at $17. Oh my God, Tanner's a genius. So the stock goes down. Moron. Stock goes up just a little bit. Genius. But he's still down all time. And the reason that he shills SoFi is because it got him views. Duh. And he hasn't even pivoting over to Robinhood. He's just chasing views, a little four-eyed dork. Hey, I'm Tanner. Hello. I want to debate all of you. I'll take any side of any argument. 100 smackers. Okay, well, I guess since you're a member, 95 smackers. Dogman, please grift all over my face. Oh, I'm grifting so hard. I'm going to grift. Oh! It hit 17 like I told him it will, and I also tell him to sell. Look, the market's going bananas, okay? Like, let me pull up VT. Where's VT at? I'm just in awe. Okay, VT. Why is it pulling up these weirdos? Okay, VT is at 128.53. Year to date, it's up 9.63%. Like, the whole market's just going insane. Like, I can't believe VT's at 128.53. Is it going to be 135 next month? Like, yeah. I don't feel any richer. I don't. Because it's kind of like, are we in a bubble? I mean, am I really rich if we're in a bubble? I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Long Dom. Trump is going to deport Elon. No, Elon will bend the knee. He will bend the knee. He will submit. And then we'll go back to normal. And then he'll have a freak out next month. And then he'll submit again. He only started talking about Hood after it started going up. He hated it at the bottom. I mean, Hood, I've never liked Hood, but it's more of like, it's just a clown market indicator. That's all it is. If you think we're about to go into a stupid clown market and all these retail morons are just going to destroy their wealth and trade, yeah, Hood's a good investment. If you think the market's going to collapse and all the losers are going to quit like they always do when stocks go down 10%, Hood's going to collapse, okay? It's just a clown market indicator. That's all it is. But it's not like, if you look at it from like a morality perspective, Hood is an evil company. It really is. It's a disgusting company. And the more I see that they're doing, the more horrified I am. They have these like tokenized stocks. What is that? I need to look into that. That might be a good video. Tokenized stock. What? Why can't I just buy the stock? Why do I need a tokenized stock? What does that even mean? Is it just a fake stock? You don't understand, bro. Tokenized blockchain stocks, bro. Oh, you know why it's tokenized? I think I know why it's tokenized. Probably because you can trade it 24/7. Because that's what we need. We need to trade stocks 24/7. 24/7. When I'm taking a piss at 2 a.m, I need to open Robinhood and trade stocks. Okay? It's not enough to trade during the trading day. Like, come on, people. Like, come stop. Just stop. AMC. I'm going to make one more. Once AMC goes bankrupt, I'll make one more video. I'll make one more video when it goes bankrupt. Let's go see where's AMC at right now. 282. It's dropped 44% in the last year. Oh my, this company is cooked, dude. Okay. Oh, they just announced a debt restructuring. This might actually be a video. AMC stock falls after announcing debt restructuring agreement. Yeah, when you restructure your debt, you're not doing well. Okay, just my humble opinion. It's $5 from one of my favorite pay pigs, Major Miner. Just do a legit crypto, bro. Like a coupon for your services and membership. Why can't you see the obvious? I don't really understand. I don't use it. I don't want to get involved with crypto. I mean, you know how I make money? I make ad revenue and super chats and memberships and all my other grifts. And YouTube pays me once a month. Like, I don't need crypto. And if somebody wants to pay me for services, they can just send me money over Zelle, or they can send me money through PayPal or Cash App or Venmo. And then I just transfer it from Venmo to my bank. But what do I need crypto for? I don't like crypto. It's grifty. It's nasty. Where's the Discord link? You got to pump. Oh, yes. Yes. Crap. All right. Well, let me try to share the link. Yes, there's a free Discord. I will never charge for this Discord unless I get 1 million subscribers, and then I'm going to start scamming. But this is a free Discord. All right. Well, the link expires in 7 days. Never expires. Generate a new link. Copy. All right, boyos. Here's the Discord link. If you want to join the free Discord, we got a bunch of different groups. We have a lot of fun. People talk about stonks. Blah, 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 blah. But check out the Discord. I just posted in the link in the chat. But thank you for the $5 super chat. No, I just don't like crypto. I don't want to get involved. It's not my thing. Oh! Woo! Do we got more memberships here? Am I printing tendies here? Join the membership. Give me your money. I'll react to your comments. Dan, also, I know you weren't fluffing Amit. I was just trolling. Don't take it as an attack. Oh, they made up. That's cute. Elon. Dex Invictus, thank you very much. Thank you for the money. I'm going to buy treasuries with it. Strong Dong, how about a Ryu emoji? For the membership? I guess I could. Yeah. I'm sure there's one in the Discord already. AMC will bounce back after July 4. Tons of good crap in the movies. Dude, AMC is done, man. I'm telling you, that company is cooked. It's just a slow march to extinction. It's just slowly but surely going down and down and down. And me being a genius that I am, I kind of predicted it. But of course, nobody gives me credit. Do you know how much hate I got for AMC? My most toxic comments, and I get a lot of toxic comments. My most evil toxic comments were when I said AMC was a clown stock. People viciously attacked me. I had a dude threaten my life. He made a video. He was like threatening me because I said AMC was a clown stock. That's how bad I got it, criticizing AMC. And I was right. And guess what? Nobody's fluffing me. AMC's done, dude. I joined the Discord and your fake profile always tries to sell. That's not a fake profile. But in all seriousness, if you see a strong man profile trying to sell you a trading course or crypto, it's probably not me. We got another $5. So I'm farming tonight. I'm printing in the tindies. You're correct from a delivery standpoint. You don't need crypto, and crypto is trash, but you're missing the promotional aspect. Yeah, and honestly, I just don't really, I don't really understand it that well. Like the mechanics of how to use it. I've never really tried to use it for payments, and I don't want to expend the brain power to learn something that is completely useless to me. I try to structure my life to minimize as much useless crap as I can. Because a lot of people intentionally make their lives more complicated and it stresses them out. I'm like, you're adding stress to your own life. You're making your life more complicated on purpose. Why don't you avoid complications? Try to streamline your life as much as possible and you won't be stressed out as much. You know, it's like when I had the kids in the house and the ex-wife, I said, I don't want to go to Walmart to shop. It takes up a lot of time, right? You go to Walmart, you got to drive there, you got to get in line, pick all your crap. It takes forever. I said, hey, let's do this, sweetheart. We'll get Walmart delivery. It's like $100 a year. And they will bring the food to our door. And by doing that, I probably saved us 2 hours of time a week, which in my opinion, 2 hours a week, what is it, 52 weeks or whatever in a year? That's a lot of time saved. That's like 4 days of savings. 4 days of life I saved. So that's kind of the idea of how I try to make things simple. Like when I bought this townhouse, I said, I don't want to spend a lot of time cleaning this freaking house. And what I did was I said, I'm going to buy a townhouse. My backyard, I astroturfed it. I don't have to cut grass anymore. That saves me more time. When the house is dirty, it doesn't take me long to clean this house. I mean, it probably needs a deep clean. Maybe I'll pay somebody for that. But when I vacuum, it takes me 10, 15 minutes at the most. I can clean this house. If I'm going hard, I can clean this house in 2 hours. Like a nice surface level cleaning. Oh, I need a big house. I need a massive mansion, and I'm going to spend all day stressing about cleaning it. No. Okay? Keep it simple. Kiss. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Pay pig. If you see a fake strongman in the Discord, post a message. Yeah. That's true. Dan's our unpaid moderator. He's paid with love. So what you do is create a special crypto, the only crypto guaranteed to go to zero. I think they're all guaranteed to go to zero at some point, or at least massively crash. I just got here, so I'm trying to farm super chat. I'm in farming mode, okay? Unless the comments run out. And like I said, you got to be a member, or you got to be like Dan or somebody, or I'm not going to answer your comments. You got to be a member. You got to be a member. You got to give me money. I'm sorry. Get mad. I don't care. Thumbs up. Ryu. Discord also allows you to block direct messages from members of groups you are in. I don't remember exactly how to do it. I'm slowly learning Discord over time. But yeah, I mean, I pop in there. I'll chat a little bit and then I'll leave. But it's not like you're not gonna have 100% access to me at all times, because you're not paying me for it. Okay? And I don't want you to have access to me. I don't want you people talking to me all freaking day. I'm busy. I got stuff to do. Okay? But there's other people in Discord. You can talk to them. Kid Freshy's in there, our hero. It's cool. Join the Discord. The link's in the comments. Don't clean, fix the IKEA lamp. I'm never fixing that lamp. I'm trying to remember how I broke. It must have been my kids. Everything that is broken in my house was because of my kids. I had a blinds or like a curtain, right? Guess what happened? My son broke it. And then that mother effer went to my daughter's room. Same thing. Just pulled the curtains down, freaking broke them. And I'm like, I'm just going to wait till they're a little bit older. Like, I'm not constantly putting up curtains anymore. Okay, so once my kids get a little bit older, I'll do some more improvements. And like painting the walls. Oh my God, they've stained the freaking walls. Like I'll use the magic eraser if it's really bad. I'm not even going to paint my house until they're older. Because the walls just get freaking stained. You know? It's crazy. LOL. All right, well, it looks like we're kind of running out of comments here. Oh, we got a few more. Unblock Kid Freshie. Well, that would help my engagement. Because he used to post, like, every video he would instantly post. And then he would reply to every single comment. Like, I look at my comments and be like, that's a lot of comments. And it was all Kid Freshie. Kids break everything. Yeah. And of course, what do the wives want? I want expensive stuff. Oh my God, buy me stuff. It's got to be expensive. And then, or they buy like very delicate things, like China, for example. And then, of course, the kids are going to break it and they have a mental breakdown. And it's like, don't buy the China in the first place when they're young, because it's going to happen. People create their own problems. They should sponsor you to have access to you at all times. Go fund strong. No, I don't want no. Because then people are going to whine. Okay, people always whine at me. You don't answer my question. You didn't answer my comment. Look, I have stuff to do. Okay? I got up at 7:30 today. I rolled out of this bed. Went to work. Went to the gym. I lifted weights. Got home at like 6. Ate dinner. Laid on the bed. Did a tax return. Finished the tax return. Got up and sat in this chair and did this live stream. Okay? I'm busy. Buccos. Unblock him, bro. I probably will. Why not? You still doing the meeting? Of course. If you guys want to meet me in New Orleans, I'll be there from July 3rd to July 6th. Yes, Daddy's going on vacation, so you're gonna have lots of New Orleans phone videos because I'm not sure if I should bring my laptop. I didn't pay for a checked bag because I'm cheap, so I'm literally just carrying everything that I'm bringing with me in my bag. So I'm probably I'll do phone. I think it'd be cool to do videos in New Orleans, so I'll be doing that. But I'm not sure I'm bringing my laptop. We'll see. Maybe I will. But yeah, put strongman on a retain. You can retain me for tax services. Okay, when I do people's taxes, you pay me up front. I don't mess around. I don't do accounts receivable. I give you an upfront quote. By the way, if you haven't done your taxes yet, I will do your taxes. If you've extended, you have until October 15th to file for an individual. For a pass-through entity, it's September 15th. So S-Corp partnership. If you've extended and you haven't filed, I will still file your taxes. You can book a consultation. Look in the pinned comments. Free consultation. I'll give you an upfront quote, and then you pay me the retainer upfront, and then I prepare your taxes. And once you pay me, the price doesn't go up unless you hid something from me. I forgot to mention I have 5 other businesses. Why are you raising my tax price? You're a grifter. Clown. That's never happened, but you catch my drift. French Girl. I'm going to be, what is that? I'll be near Bourbon Street. We don't have any plans We don't have. We're just gonna show up. I'm meeting a buddy there. I think a couple other people are showing up, maybe. And I don't know. I'll do the whole training thing if anybody shows up, because business. But come visit California. I actually I do want to go to San Diego. I do. So I got to figure out when. I'm trying to do 2 vacations a year. So San Diego is on my checklist. New York is on my checklist. And then maybe Seattle. I've been to Seattle, but it was a long time ago. I think I was a child when I went to Seattle. California. Strongman, can I pay you to negotiate? I would no. No. You'll be safe. You live in a red county? Are you close to San Diego? I mean, I'm probably going to go out there. All right. Well, I think that's it, guys. We're approaching an hour of live stream. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. We got one from Drew. We got one from Major Minor, 2 from Major Minor. We got a couple members, so I could scam them. $4.99 a month. We got 3 from Major Minor. And we got Mr. Lube. Even though it says, every time I see that, I think it says Lube. All right. Yeah, I'll try to get out more videos. I may have time to do 1 or 2 more, but most likely it's just going to be New Orleans videos. So San Diego is good. Take a boat ride around the Navy base. I'm not going anywhere near a military installation. No. I'm seeing the sights, brah. All right. Have a good night.